My name is Annaleah Spain, and I'm currently taking the psychology course named Fromm at the Miami Valley School in Dayton, Ohio, where we are currently reading several works by Erich Fromm. There's one in specific that I am going to focus on, and that is the art of loving. In the art of loving, Erich Fromm simply made 4 points in this book: the loving being an art, the theory of love and the different types, love in the modern world, and the practice of love. He states that love takes care, responsibility, respect, and knowledge, and that you can't love something that you don't care about, and that you can't love someone without knowing who they truly are. And when you think of this, you have to think of the best friend relationship that you have with your friends, and how if um, you didn't take the time to get to know them, um, that you wouldn't truly love, care, respect, know, and accept the responsibility of being best friends. Um, Next, he talks about the theory of love and the types of love, and he states that children growing up experience two types of love, which is motherly love, which is unconditional, and fatherly love, which is conditional, and gradually um, they use these two types of loves um, to bring themselves to maturity, and the lack of either leads to a child becoming too harsh or too dependent. And when you think of this, I think of like a mother loving all of her children equally. But when I for the unconditional love, but for the conditional, I think of like the relationship between a father and son versus the relationship between a father and daughter, which is conditional. Um, and and then he goes on to state that most parent peoples feel experience this period of like um, divide, and they overcome this divide by becoming physical, like becoming a physical union, which relieves this divide. And as time passes, this sense of closeness that they have acquired becomes reduced, and one seeks out a stranger with the illusion that the love will be different. Um, and he has two views: that on one hand, erotic love could be viewed as the act of will, and since everyone is essentially similar, one could choose to love anybody. And then a contemporary Western society views love as an outcome of a spontaneous emotional reaction unique to two people. And both of these views have failings somewhere. If the emotional excitement disappears, should the love end? And if there's little in common, should the marriage or love never be dissolved? Um, and then he talks about love in the modern world, and how love has become um, so industrialized, and how love is either spiritual or material, and love has become an object of exchange, and the concept of even the concept of God and religion in today's culture um, of getting ahead is a tool to only improve one's personality and succeed. Um, and now a happy marriage today, like a happy marriage, is viewed as a smoothly functioning team. Um, and it has like a lot of emphasis on seeking refuge to ease this sense of loneliness. And next, finally, he talks about the practice of love, and he states that from uh, that concentration and patience are essential to love, and that we must use this in every aspect of our lives. And the discipline, it has to be like willful. We can't like force it upon. And that the um, activity that we're like completing at the moment um, is the only one that matters. Um, and apart from this, like the sensitivity to our thoughts, um, having a realistic and objective view uh, is based on humility rather than self-centered and like personal needs. Um, and he also says that to love may require one to emerge from like their comfort zone, and that it needs like faith, which in turn needs courage and risk taking. And developing these traits is the personal realm. That is not enough, and it must be practiced on a social realm. Um, and he also thinks that today in like this capitalistic world, um, the there is room for like the uniqueness and love, but like it's also often frowned upon. But like we can find it in ourselves to practice this love. Um, and that's what I got from um, The Art of Loving by Erich Fromm. Um, and I really enjoyed the book. I read the entire book in like 2 hours. Um, so it was a really good book. And it really relates back to our course because right now we're talking about love and maturity. And as teenagers, we are all maturing, and we use this love, the sense of love, as comfort.